Can you imagine just driving down this road and all of a sudden it just opens up underneath you? That's what happened, like you said, last night to a woman who was driving, trying to get out of this 63. So the average is probably about 65 miles per hour out here, which is what they want to change the speed limit to. This debris behind me was swept from all the way across the street and probably would have kept going had it not been for this car. Terrifying moments here at the Omega protein plant in Moss Point, where a 13,000-gallon storage tank exploded.
And I seen the little girl right there laying on the ground.
What did you do?
Well, we called 911.
Is she alive?
No, she was dead.
One of the main things that keeps people from visiting Cooper Riverside Park is this right here. There's no public parking at the park, so folks have to cross busy Water Street, and as you can see, it's not very pedestrian friendly. A lot of them describing the scene as pure chaos as they're watching this freshman student pull a gun out and try to shoot another student. And after rain, thunder, and lightning rocked the Gulf Coast early this morning, many folks have a big mess on their hands, including the people here at Cedar Trace Apartments. Check out this giant sinkhole right here in the middle of the parking lot. I want you to take a look behind me at these trees right here. You can see they're all bent over to one side, proving just how strong the winds were. Well, Peter, I have been to my fair share of college football games, and I tell you, this is probably one of the loudest crowds I think I have ever witnessed. We know that they met 2 years ago when Alabama played Missouri, but Gary Pinkel and Nick Saban actually go back a lot further than that. Right now, I'm in the free speech zone. I can say whatever I want, hold rallies, protests, or demonstrations. But if I take a few steps outside of the Student Center and walk across the street to the parking lot, I'm no longer able to do any of those things without first getting permission.
News 5's Avery Cotton was first to report the tragic news that Hawaii's body had been found. She takes you through the timeline of events from today.
Just before noon, Rebel Road was swarmed with law enforcement, crime scene tape going up as we arrive on scene. It was Pritchard Public Works employee Johnny Williams who made the call that brought everyone out to the scene, going on a gut feeling.
Me and the fella was riding down Main Street. I told him I'm gonna go check out on Avery Road, see could we find, see what's over there on Avery Road.
He made his way down Rebel Road.
I look on the left-hand side, and the little girl, she was right there laying on the ground.
It was later confirmed the body he found was little Hawaii Robinson.
I feel dizzy now, though. Like I want to fall out myself.
Within minutes, a large crowd had gathered, finding out the devastating news. Many so understandably upset, they fall to the ground in despair and confusion. One person visibly upset, Senator Vivian Davis figures. With her hand on her heart, she cries as she realizes this search has come to a heartbreaking end. About 20 minutes after our arrival, everyone is pushed back to the end of the road, crowds staying for hours, at times their sadness turning to anger, as they wait to get answers to this tragic story. Reporting in Mobile, Avery Cotton, News 5.
He told me this is his first time hearing about my case.
Darren DeFlanders is fed up.
There are criminal activities being done over at the Biloxi VA Hospital, and you and Senator Wicker are sitting on your hands.
DeFlanders, a decorated veteran who served in the Gulf War, has been fighting the VA for 16 years. He was prescribed medication for PTSD, and the side effects caused him to grow a female breast that he had to have removed.
And I'm not service-connected for PTSD, but the doctor prescribed the medication, in which now I'm asking Congressman Velasco, who is at fault?
That's one of the many horror stories Mississippi Congressman Stephen Palazzo heard from veterans in an open forum.
They want accountability. They want us to be able to fire people. They want us to be able to prosecute people.
That's what Aeneas Polk traveled to the forum for.
The ones at the VA, most of them that hired are older and seem like they do a horse and pony show for you, but they don't want to file the paperwork.
So you think that there should be more qualified people?
Yes.
Others are just asking to be able to schedule an appointment.
They tell you you're not scheduled to schedule an appointment until a certain day.
And this is just a doctor's appointment you're trying to schedule?
Your primary care doctor.
Let me look into it and find
It's been
out.
5 years and you haven't looked into it yet?
Well, that is the first time.
Congressman Palazzo is doing his part to fix the broken system. He promises veterans like Darren DeFlanders he will personally look into their cases.
He brought up a concern that, you know, I probably should have known about 6 months ago, and I didn't know about it, but he told me about it, and we're gonna be very responsive to him and try to make sure he receives the results that he deserves.
Avery Cotton, News 5.
I'm gonna turn these on because they don't make no racket and just trim around your ears, huh?
She's 88 years old,
She's been here forever. His name was...
and she could cut a man's hair in her sleep.
In 1960, I cut 59.
But Von Seal Sadka isn't just any barber.
I was Mobile's first lady barber in 1956.
In fact, when she was 26 years old, she became the state of Alabama's first female barber.
Nothing's never been hard for me.
Looking down this line of chairs, this one stands out. This is Miss Von Seal's chair. She's had it for a long time. In fact, she bought this chair the day she got her permit.
In 1956, I got my permit right there.
In 58 years, Von Seal has owned her own barber shop, worked in the Coast Guard as a barber for 18 years, then found herself here at Cheryl's Barber Shop in Mobile.
You have customers coming in here that, like you say, they just light up when they're in her chair. They enjoy being around her.
And it's no wonder why.
I was born nice, honey.
With a spunky personality, customers flock to see this vet.
She's an icon on Dock Mountain Parkway.
And she's got a strategy that keeps the men coming back.
I'll see you later.
How many men did you kiss a day?
5 or 6.
Sometimes she'll get surprised with a kiss smack on the mouth. What'd you do?
I kiss him back.
Kissed him back.
I kiss him back. Wouldn't you kiss a man if he kissed you on the mouth?
That's Von Seal for you. She just goes with the flow and doesn't plan on putting down her shears for a long, long time. Avery Cotton, News 5.